Joining us now from the Israel-Gaza border, NBC Chief Foreign Correspondent Richard Engel. Richard, thank you for being with us again this morning. What more can you tell us about the practicality of what Israel has requested, which is that the northern half of Gaza move to the southern half of Gaza in the next 24 hours?
And it is asking people to do that while they are under attack, while they are sealed off, and while the power, electricity, gas, all supplies have been cut off. So people are, it is not an organized evacuation in any way. People have just been told, leave by any means possible. You can see behind me right now, that is the northern Gaza Strip. That is Gaza City. That is the most populated part of Gaza. As you said, there are just over 2 million people in the Gaza Strip. It is broken up into roughly two heavily populated areas, the north with Gaza City and then in the south. And what Israel has done, and Han Yunis in the south, and what Israel has said, everyone should leave the north, evacuate Gaza City, evacuate an entire city of 1 million people, and get in their cars, get in donkey carts, and there are still donkey carts in use in Gaza, and move south, moved below the Wadi Gaza Valley. And we've spoken this morning with people inside Gaza. They are trying to do it. Hamas has told them not to leave, not to obey this order, but people are listening, and they are packing whatever they can, taking a little food, taking some supplies. If they have any batteries, any gasoline, they're taking that with them, and they are trying to move south. Overnight, we heard some of the most intense bombardments so far. We were here all night, and the incoming was intense, one after the other, after another, with Israeli airstrikes, tank fire going in. We heard small arms fire, and even now we are hearing Israeli drones above, and this offensive is continuing. We will see today if, now that Israel has given this order for people to move south, if the attacks do lessen to a degree. That remains unknown. Hospital officials inside Gaza also tell us they're overwhelmed. There are thousands of dead and injured, and they are running out of supplies. People are being treated on the floor. Hospitals are enormously crowded. So now, under attack, cut off, people are taking what they can and trying to get out of that city right now and move to what could be a safer area before what is anticipated to be an Israeli onslaught into Gaza. And now it seems quite clear that the onslaught will focus on the north, on Gaza City.
So, Richard, let me ask you about that anticipated onslaught. As you said, Israel has been responding from the air to this point over the last week or so. What could a ground assault, a ground invasion by the Israeli military look like here?
Well, one of the reasons that Israel says that it wants people to leave is it is expecting a massive fight. It is expecting that Hamas is dug in. So when you expect to fight against an entrenched enemy, you are going to bring a lot of force to bear. So Israel has brought in tanks, it has brought in artillery, and when they move the tanks into the tight streets of Gaza, looking for Hamas, concerned about booby traps, trying to destroy them, they will be firing a great deal. So this area could soon become an open fire zone, and I think that's why Israel is trying to tell people, leave the area right now. It will be dangerous for the Israelis because Hamas is dug in. It will be dangerous for Hamas, clearly, but it will be very dangerous for any Palestinians who stay behind and are caught up in what will soon be perhaps some of the most intense urban fighting that we've seen anywhere in the world in years.